sorry, I had a moment where I was adjusting my chair. This is my beautiful guest, Gayle, and she is with Northwest Mind Body Spirit Connection. And I just came from a workout, so enjoy my makeup-free, beautiful self. So glamorous.
Good job working out.
Thank you. It's all about the self-care. So first of all, tell us about Northwest Mind Body Spirit Connection. What is that about, and when is it, and all that? Where is it?
The Northwest Mind Body Spirit Connection is a holistic health and wellness event that I run in different cities throughout the Puget Sound area. So we just finished one on Saturday on Camano Island. It was a really fun day of all the good health and wellness stuff you can imagine. We had mini classes and workshops, and we had vendor booths, and really fun day. So the next one that I'm actually starting to work on will be in Linwood, coming up January 20th at the Linwood Convention Center.
Okay, January 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I missed it. I wanted to go, but I had a conflict. And for those of you who aren't local, Puget Sound is our large body of water near Seattle. So that's what Seattle general area, greater Puget Sound area. And what was like one or two or three highlights from the event this last weekend?
Well, there were a lot of highlights, but I think the biggest thing that happens that's so special is the connections that are made between the people who come and our exhibitors, and then between the exhibitors themselves. People are really looking for ways to have a healthier life.
Yes.
Ways to connect, ways to work on their own spirituality, ways to work on their own, fitness levels. And when you get a bunch of experts together, we had people doing Reiki, we have people doing yoga, we've got nutritionists, we have, just a whole range of health and wellness things.
And you had Vila, who was on my show last.
Yeah, Vila, who was talking about understanding spiritual DNA. Bethany was there with her essential oils and her knowledge and education. And thermography, even Susie was there.
I know.
Who's talking about thermography and new technologies that are out there.
That's for specifically, Susie focuses on thermography of breast tissue to do early detection, which I wanted to point out since it is breast cancer awareness. If that's something that you're interested in, it's not an alternative, but an additional way to look at the tissue, and they look at the heat coming off the tissue and map that out. So if anybody's interested, we can tag Susie or something, and we'll get you the information.
Yeah, and it was so nice because during the Mind Body Spirit Connection, so many of these people gave like a 30-minute class about what they're an expert in. So people got to go and just take these little mini classes and then go around to the exhibitors and learn and try the samples. And it's kind of like this really fun day of sampling. Our local there's a local group on Camano and Stanwood that are trying to put a labyrinth in at one of our parks. So their labyrinth committee came to us and asked if they could put in a temporary labyrinth at our event. So we actually had 2 labyrinths.
Cool.
And one was indoors, one was outdoors. And people were walking that all day. And I don't know if you've ever done one, but it really is a super fun opportunity to concentrate, walk this pattern, and really do some self-reflection.
Right, it's supposed to be very meditative.
Meditative.
I read about it.
Yeah, I did it, and I thought, I'll just video myself. So I started off and I'm videoing, and as I was walking it, and trying to video at the same time, I almost kept falling over, and I'm like, wait a minute, I need to concentrate. So I think the whole point is that you go into the labyrinth with yourself and you get rid of all these outside distractions. So I actually had to shut off that video during that time, and that was the best thing ever. No, it was really good. So
cool. Well, that actually leads into one of the topics, which is last week I went to a talk that you gave about doing video, which is offered through. No, I met you through BAM, so I did want to give a shout out to BAM and to Julie Fry, which is Business Among Moms. If you want to start a chapter in your area, let Julie Fry know. We can tag that in the video too. We know a lot of people in common. Mm-hmm. But that's how I met you. And then you did this talk last week about doing video. So you're kind of we wouldn't maybe would we say expert, a partway to expert, above average knowledge of video.
I have made a lot of videos to promote my events, and with each time you try something and you get better and better, I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put myself as an expert, but I have made, maybe 100 videos or something like that. So I've done a lot.
This is my 7th interview, and they're getting a little better, but and I've learned along the way.
Yeah, you do. And I haven't dived into live at all yet, so this is my first live interview, so very fun. But yeah, I've been an entrepreneur for over 20 years, and I've had lots of different businesses, and the whole marketing aspect is like super fun for me. I just think it's really, really great to find out how you can reach people, how you can share your message, how you can invite people to come to your events and learn about your products.
Yep.
And there's so many different ways, but right now video is really powerful.
And Angie Latham actually was talking too, and I think we're gonna have her on soon.
She is such a beautiful soul. She's great.
So she did the Kind Fest, which is about kindness. So awesome. So we're gonna have her come on. So what's your background? Like, how did you you said you've got 20 years of experience being an entrepreneur. Like, was there something before that kind of got you started, or what different paths have you taken along the way?
So I've had a lot of different paths, but I have a background in technical communication.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and which really helps out because I'm a little bit techie, and I was creative and really trained how to put myself in someone else's shoes and try and communicate to a variety of different audiences. So that's helped me out. I was in the art world for a long time. I owned an art gallery on Camino Island in Stanwood. Helped start the Camino Island Studio Tour, which is still going, that's been going on for 18 or 19 years now.
Cool.
And it's a smallish town, so you have opportunities in a small town to participate with your chamber and run community events and really be part of the community, which is fun. So the through the art world, I had a gallery, I ran shows, was in it for like 15 years, and then did a bit of real estate for a couple of years, which wasn't really my cup of tea, but I learned a lot about sales. And then
we're having actually a real estate person on next week, so
perfect.
Good segue.
Perfect.
Good
segue.
Yeah.
See, it works out that way sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, and then after I just decided real estate wasn't really my thing, so I started an events and marketing company, and it's about 3 years old right now. And I've done, in that time, I ran a wedding show, a home show, a tourist event, like a variety pack of some charity things. But the Northwest Mind Body Spirit connection came out of that, and it's really something that I'm passionate about. I think there's a lot of women out there, a lot of men too, but really people who are focused on making their own lives better, healthier, their family's life healthier, and their communities healthier. And it
that kind of covers all the avenues, right? Like, it's not just physical health, it's mental, it's spiritual.
Yeah.
It's we kind of forget sometimes, and they're connected for sure, right?
They're connected, yeah. And it's intriguing. It's, every time I run an event, I'm the luckiest person ever, because I get to work with all these amazing people and learn a little bit about what they do.
That's cool.
And which helps me in my own, path. And then I get to share it with, my community and with the people who come, and it's pretty great.
Awesome. Well, with that, I think we're going to sign up. Did we forget, what's like something that you've learned being an entrepreneur? Like something that applies to the rest of your life, or it could be about entrepreneurship, but maybe sometimes I find that we learn being an entrepreneur and it reflects back into our other life, for me example, I'm become a lot more outgoing and confident, where before I might have been a little shy and standoffish, not professionally, but my personal personality. So anyway, and lead in. What's something that you have to share?
There's so many things that you learn, but I think one of the biggest things is that you have to be able to sort of go with the flow. Like, you have your plans and your ideas, and you get going, and as much planning as you do, generally things change. So the more what you thought was going to happen doesn't happen. So and it's it's up and down, and so you have to be flexible and have pretty good attitude and go with the flow sometimes, and not be too discouraged. I think one of the best things that I've done really is join the Business Among Moms group. I love being surrounded by a whole bunch of, business owners, people who are trying to build their businesses, and we're all going through a lot of the same, issues, and we can kind of support each other and help each other out. So I think that's really important. It's really fun. You have to just go for it. And
it's a balance between, you can't just fly by the seat of your pants, but you can't plan every last thing. So you gotta find that balance.
You can plan it, but be ready to change it.
Right. Well, wonderful. We should go, but thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll add some links at the bottom. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Catherine. Bye, Gayle.